Hello world, welcome to DCodeMania. I am Sahil and I am developing an image gallery using Bootstrap 5, jQuery, PHP and MySQL. And in previous video, you have seen that how I have displayed progress bar while image uploading and also how to compress image size. Now this is the sixth video of the series in which I'm going to show you how to display all uploaded images as thumbnail here and also how to view full image preview when click on the thumbnail. Okay, so let's start. So open your project. This is our project and this is index.php file. Now first what I will do is until all images load from database, till then we will display a message inside this div. Okay, you can see this is the div. Inside this div I will display a message. So I'm just using h1 and in class I will use text center and text secondary. Okay, and padding 5 also. Text secondary, padding 5, and here I will write loading, please wait. Okay, save this, and if we refresh here, then you can see loading, please wait message. Okay, now next what I will do is I will send an AJAX request to the server. So go to this main.js file, and from here I will define a function. So just here I will use function and then I will use fetch all images. Okay, now inside this I will send an AJAX request. So I will use AJAX function. Now in URL I will use action.php and in method I will use post and I will send some data to the server like fetch all images and assign some value 1, and then in success function I will just write a response, and for now I'm just using console log to display the response. Okay, save this. Now we have to call this function somewhere inside the ready function. Okay, so just copy and call it here. Just write a comment fetch all images AJAX request. Okay, save this. Now we have to handle this AJAX request in server. Okay, so go to action.php file, and here what I will do is just go below here. I will write a comment first, handle fetch all images AJAX request. Okay, and here I will use if each set, and here I will use post, and here I will write fetch all underscore images, and I'm just simply sending a string hello. Okay, to check that our AJAX is working or not. Okay, so just come here and open console. So just select console and then refresh here. Okay, so we are not getting any response, so let's clear the data and files, cached images and files, and then refresh again. Okay, so you can see we are getting this hello string in console. It means our AJAX function is working. Okay, now next what I will do is, before going to handle this AJAX request here, we have to define a method inside database.php file. Okay, so here what I will do is I will write a comment fetch all images method. Okay, and here I will use public function fetch all images. Okay, and here what I will do is I will write SQL select asterisk from image, sorry, from gallery. Okay, gallery is the table name, and here I will use order by ID descending. Okay, and then I will use statement variable this con prepare. Okay, just pass SQL and just execute the statement, and then just use rows equal to statement, and then use fetch all method. Okay, and just use return rows. Save this. Now we can use this method inside action.php file. Okay, now here what I will do is just here I will just use images equal to db and then fetch all images. Okay, if we just use printer and write images and come here and refresh, then you can see we are getting all the uploaded image in array. Okay, so we have only uploaded 3 images. If you go to the database and if you go to image gallery and then gallery, then you can see we have only 3 records. Okay, and we are getting that 3 record here. Okay, now next what I will do is just delete this, and here just declare a variable output, and then I will check a condition. If there is some image, it means if there is one image or more than one image, then we will use for each loop. Okay, for each loop, for each, and inside this I will use images as row. Okay, now inside this I will use output, and then I will concatenate this output, and then here I will use div. Okay, just align it properly. Now first I will assign some class to this div, so here I will use class call sm6 and call md4 and call lg3. Okay, now inside this I will use anchor tag and just use some bootstrap class here also. Not bootstrap class, I will just assign a custom class open underscore image. Okay, and here I will also use id attribute, and inside this id attribute I will just display the id. Okay, now next I will also use here data bs toggle, and here I will use modal, and data bs target equal to, here I will use has image underscore preview underscore model. Okay, and inside this anchor tag I will use img tag, and in src I will use row, and then I will use image underscore path. Okay, image underscore path, and I will also use alt, and here inside this I will use row and alt underscore text. Okay, and I will also use some bootstrap class to this img tag, img fluid. Okay, and rounded rounded 0 and img thumbnail. Okay, and okay, now this is completed. Now here what I will do is I will use echo output, and if no images found in database, then we will just use else statement, and here I will use echo and div class call lg12. Okay, now inside this I will use h1 tag, and I will also use some bootstrap class text center and padding 4. Okay, now inside this I will write no images found in the database, or any message you want to display. Okay, so this is ready. Now if we come here and refresh, then you can see we are getting this div with all the images in the img tag. Okay, now we will just render this HTML data inside this page. Okay, so for this just go to main.js file, but before going to there, you can see I have just used here show all images. Okay, so I will use this id and go to main.js file, just remove this console log, select using the id and just use HTML and then pass response. Okay, save this, go to your browser and refresh. Nothing is happening. Just clear the cached images and files again and then refresh. Okay, so we are not getting image as preview here. So what's the problem? Just go to action.php file, and here in image path we have to write uploads and slash. Okay, refresh. Now you can see we are getting image thumbnail. Okay, and go to main.js file, just copy the same function here. Okay, and paste it here also. So when we upload any new image, then image will instantly display here. Okay, so let's try. Refresh, click on upload new image, and here I will use Wanda and select, go to images and select, click on upload. Now you can see image uploaded successfully, and you can see image is displaying here instantly. Okay, now next what I will do is when we click on any image thumbnail, then we will display full image preview. Okay, so for this we have to design a model first. Okay, so just open index.php file, and just here I will write a comment, display full image preview model start. Okay, just comment this and duplicate this, just write end. Now just between these two comment we will just use div model fade, and I will also use id here. Now I will use id, that is I have already used here. You can see in data -bs -target this id, image underscore preview underscore model. So just copy and go to index.php file and paste here. Okay, now inside this I will use model dialog, and then I will use model dialog centered and model lg. and inside this I will use modal content, okay, and then modal header. Now I will use h5 tag, and then here I will display the model title, okay. So just model title, and I will also use an id here, image alt underscore text, okay. And now I will not display anything right now, okay. I will here display dynamically the image alternate text, okay. Now just below this I will use button, and type will be button, and class btn close, and data bs dismiss model, and here area label equal to close, okay. Now next, just below this model header we will use model body, model body. Now here I will use img tag, and I will not use src here. I will append image in this img tag dynamically, okay. So here I will use class, and I will use img fluid, and I will also use id here, okay. Now id will be set underscore image. Now next I will also use div with margin top 2 and float end, these two classes. And here I will use anchor tag, and then I will use hash here, and then in class I will use text primary, okay, text primary margin int 2, and here I will write a custom class name change image, okay. And in title also I will use change image, and here I will use data bs toggle equal to model, and data bs target, and inside this target I will use edit underscore image underscore model, okay. And inside this I will use I tag, and here I will display a font awesome icon. So just write fas fa edit falg, okay. Now next again use anchor tag, and then in class just use text danger margin end 2, and just write remove underscore image, okay. And in title just write remove image, okay. Similarly here also I will use font awesome icon, so just use fas fa trace alt, okay, and falg, okay. Just save this. Now if we come here and refresh and click on any of the image, then you can see the model, but image is not displaying here, okay. So for this we will also send another AJAX request from client to server, okay. So for this just open main.js file, and just here I will write a comment, set image in the model. Okay, and here I will select using document dot on click, and then I will use dot open image. If you go to action.php file, then here in this anchor tag you can see I have assigned a class open underscore image. Okay, so I'm using this here on click event, and then I will use a function, pass a parameter e, and first use e dot prevent default, and then create a variable image image underscore id equal to this dot attr and then id. Now I am just using this line to get the current image id from this id attribute. You can see in this id attribute I have assigned the value of the current selected image id. Okay, and I am getting this id here in this file. Now next what I will do is I will send AJAX request using AJAX method. Okay, similarly here I will use url action.php and method post and data. So in data I will use image underscore id. Okay, I will send this image id to the server again. Okay, now here I will use data type JSON. Okay, and in success function what I will do is just write function, just use response, and for now I'm just using console log to display the response. Save this. Now just go to server in this action.php file and handle this AJAX request. Okay, so go to action.php file and here handle set image in model AJAX request. Okay, and here use if each set post and then paste image underscore id, and here what I will do is first I will get the id using this post and just use image underscore id. Now next what I will do is we have to define another method inside database.php file to get a single image from the database. Okay, so here what I will do is just write a comment, fetch single image method. Okay, and here just write public function fetch image, and here just use id. Okay, now in SQL you will write select asterisk from gallery table where id equal to placeholder id. Okay, now just use a statement this connection variable prepare pass SQL here. Okay, now just execute the statement and bind the parameter. Okay, so just use id here, and next I will use row equal to statement, and here I will use fetch because I am fetching only one record. Okay, and just use return row. save this. Now go to action.php file, and here what I will do is I will just create a variable image, and using object db we will call fetch image method and pass this id here. Okay, now next just use echo and use JSON encode. Okay, JSON encode and pass image here. Save this, go to your browser, refresh, open your console, and if we click on any image thumbnail, then you can see we are getting the image information like alternate text and id and image path, okay, as JavaScript object. Now next what I will do is I will set these values in this Bootstrap 5 model. Okay, so for this what I will do is just go to main.js file and just remove this console log, and here first I will set the image. Okay, so here I will use set underscore image id. Okay, and if you go to index.php file, then inside this model you can see this is the img tag, and here I have assigned an id with value set underscore image. So I'm using this id here, and then what I will do is I will use attribute. Okay, because I will use src attribute, and in that src attribute I will assign the image path. Okay, so here I will use src, and I will set the value that is received from the server. So here I will use response. Okay, so we have to do one more thing here, just write uploads. Okay, uploads slash and then concatenate and then write response dot image underscore path. Okay, and again we will also use set underscore image again, and this time we will use attribute, and then I will also use alt attribute, and in alt attribute I will use response dot alt underscore txt. Okay, I'll assign the value alternate text, and then I will use image alt text id, and then I will use text, and here I will use response dot alt underscore text. Okay, and I will also use this change underscore image and remove underscore image dot attr, and here I will define a custom attribute data hyphen id, and there I will assign response dot id. Okay, now save this, go to your browser, refresh, and click on any of the image. Now you can see we are displaying full image preview in this Bootstrap 5 model, and if we just click on this, then you can see we are displaying another full image preview. Okay, and we are also displaying the alternate text here. Okay, and if we just inspect this image, then you can see in image we have also assigned this alt attribute and assigned alternate text dynamically from the database. Okay, so this is how to display all images from the database here, and when we click on these thumbnails, then we will display the full image preview. Now in next video I will show you how to change this image when we click on this edit icon. Okay, so that's it for this video. So thanks for watching this video. Please like and share this video and also subscribe this channel. See you soon in the next video.